Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. Developing now, races for Copper Dog 150 are canceled, but other events will continue. The kickoff night with fireworks is still on, along with a full Saturday of activities like the dog pull and Copper Dash. Organizers say the races were canceled due to concerns about safety of sled dogs. There needs to be at least 6 to 8 inches of a snow base for the races. All mushers got refunds. Organizers say they're working with sponsors to figure out what's next.
It's going to be exciting to see how it plays out, but we really need people to come from the community and outside of the community to support businesses. You know, the businesses are the ones that are impacted by this weather the most.
A revised schedule for Copper Dog will be posted to the event's Facebook page and website around noon tomorrow. All needed volunteer openings will also be ready for sign-up tomorrow. Current and former students gathered today in honor of the passing of NMU professor Jeffrey Horn. The gathering was put together by the Math and Computer Science Department to offer a place of remembrance for students and staff. Jeffrey Horn became a professor at Northern in 1996. An NMU Math and Computer Science professor says Jeff Horn had a significant impact on students.
Students are hosting their own gathering, and it means a lot because it means that he had a big effect on every aspect of the university. But the one for the students wanted to have their own because he meant a lot to them as a professor and as a friend.
A second gathering for students who could not attend today's first gathering will be in Jamrich 2311 from 6 to 8 in the evening. And today is Mardi Gras, also known as Fat Tuesday, and Marquette businesses are celebrating. Cars filled the parking lot of Huron Mountain Bakery in Marquette. The bakery prepared 15,600 punchkis to give out to the public. The assistant general manager says preparations for Fat Tuesday are months in the making. She says people have come in nonstop since the business opened.
I got here at about 5 o'clock this morning. We had people waiting in the parking lot before I got here, and we didn't open until 6 o'clock this morning. And we've basically been a line out the door ever since.
In downtown Marquette, Lagniappe Cajun Creole Eatery hosted a Mardi Gras celebration today with multiple different specials. The chef there says if you miss the specials tonight, there will be more throughout the week. And every year, Beth Milner Jewelry creates 4 pendants to raise money for UP nonprofits. This year, the jewelry shop is supporting Great Lakes Recovery Centers, the Women's Center, UPAWS, and Partridge Creek Farms. Beth Milner Jewelry will donate $50 from each pendant sold to the respective organization. The shop says the program is a great way to support Marquette artists, small businesses, and UP nonprofits.
Probably the most important thing is it's all right here focused to make sure that we're helping out us and we're helping out an organization, a nonprofit, and then people get to wear cool jewelry.
Applications are open for next year's fundraiser program. Your organization can apply at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And the Friends of the Negaunee Public Library hosted the annual Valentine's Tea and Book Sale. People were invited to peruse a selection of books and audiobooks from the Negaunee Public Library. The annual event is free and all books are for sale by donation. Snacks, sandwiches, and sweets were provided by the Friends of the Library. The Negaunee Library Director says this is a good way to get people out and reading more books.
It's a way to meet your neighbor, to experience what the library offers, and eat good food, and potentially buy some nice books for as much or as little as you'd like to spend.
Holman says the money raised from the fundraiser will be put back into the library. New emergency medical equipment is in the halls of Marquette Area Public Schools. A donation from a local firefighters union helped stock the district with Stop the Bleed kits. TV6's Clint McLeod shows us what's inside a kit and how it can be used to save someone's life.
This is one of the 15 bleeding control kits the Marquette Firefighters Local 643 Union donated to Marquette Area Public Schools. The goal of the kit is to help provide immediate medical assistance during a severe trauma response, like a shooting.
Bleeding is the #1 cause of death in traumas, so to get these kits out in the public where they can be grabbed and used by anybody is a major thing to have done. So just have them available, it helps us out, because if somebody can stop the bleed before the ambulance or fire department arrives, it makes the chance of that person surviving even better.
Pruner is a retired Marquette City firefighter with 30 years of experience. He helped start the Stop the Bleed initiative before the COVID-19 pandemic began. Pruner wanted to see the program through after he retired.
Hopefully the kits never get used. They can sit on the wall and collect dust. That'd be great. But if there's ever an incident, they're there for the trained personnel, or they can be used by just any bystander.
The kits are spread throughout every building in the district. All staff members at MAPS are trained to use the kits. District nurse Christina Rickauer says this kit could save someone's life.
These are just as important as our ADs in our schools.
Each kit costs about $700. For all 15, the union spent $7,500.
We got this money through a grant put on by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, specifically the Bureau of Trauma, EMS, and Preparedness.
Pruner says he wants to thank Marquette City Fire Chief Ian Davis for working with the union to complete the training. The 5 Stop the Bleed kits in Marquette Senior High School will be installed soon, as staff just received their training. The other 10 are already installed throughout the district. Clint McLeod, TV6 News, Marquette.
Thank you, Clint. The Blueberry Festival is getting ready for its 25th year by opening vendor applications. A Blueberry Festival organizer says last year the festival had 88 vendors and they saw a big uptick in attendance. Organizers say there will be a big market for customers due to all the events going on that weekend. An organizer says festival organizers will be working with a new system to give vendors more options.
Working with this new system, Market Spread, we're getting a bit better at placing vendors, marketing these vendors, giving them more autonomy to kind of market themselves and the tools to do so.
The deadline for vendor applications is May 10th this year. Bradford says this is to give vendors more time to get organized. The Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter is accepting nominations for the 2024 UPAWS Awards in our final story on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream tonight. The shelter is looking to honor an exceptional pet, person, or organization dedicated to improving the lives of animals in the community. There are 4 categories of awards available: a person's commitment to animal welfare, an animal's service for a person's compassion towards an animal, and an animal who displayed an act of courage. UPAWS board president says many nominees wouldn't seek recognition on their own.
They're usually silently going about doing this type of thing, and they are our partners. We have the same mission, and we just feel it's really important to recognize them. And it helps encourage other people and show other people and organizations what they could do too.
Nominations will be accepted until February 29th. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time, with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. And don't forget, you can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. And if you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.